The story of Patrice Lumumba. This is the story of a man who rose from obscurity to lead a nation and paid the ultimate price for freedom. Patrice Emery Lumumba was born on July 2, 1925, in the quiet village of Onalua, in what was then known as the Belgian Congo. He was born into a world already shaped by injustice. The Congo was rich in natural resources, yet its people lived under harsh colonial rule. Lumumba grew up witnessing inequality, exploitation, and the silent suffering of his people. But even as a child, there was something different about him. He was intelligent, curious, and determined to understand the world beyond his village. He attended missionary schools, gaining an education that was rare for many Congolese at the time. As a young man, he worked as a postal clerk and later as a salesman. And slowly, his awareness began to grow. He saw clearly the divide between the colonizers and the colonized. He began to ask questions, dangerous questions. The rise of a leader. By the 1950s, Lumumba was no longer just observing, he was speaking. He founded the Mouvement National Congolais in 1958, calling for unity, independence, and dignity. His voice carried power, his words carried truth, and the people listened. A nation is born. In 1960, Congo gained independence, and Lumumba became its first prime minister. But independence did not come quietly. At the ceremony, he delivered a bold speech exposing the cruelty of colonial rule. The world was stunned. Africa was inspired. Chaos and betrayal. But freedom came with a heavy price. Crisis erupted. Katanga seceded. Foreign powers interfered. When Lumumba turned to the Soviet Union for help, he became a target in the Cold War. Enemies gathered, within and beyond. He was dismissed, overthrown, and placed under house arrest. The fall. But Lumumba did not surrender. He tried to escape, but was captured, beaten, humiliated, betrayed. He was taken to Katanga, and there, history took a dark turn. On January 17, 1961, Patrice Lumumba was executed by firing squad. But what happened after his death shocked the world even more. His body was secretly cut up and dissolved in acid by those who wanted to erase every trace of him. They feared even his memory. During this gruesome act, a Belgian officer kept one of Lumumba's teeth as a trophy, a chilling reminder of the crime. Even in death, he was not allowed dignity. For decades, the tooth remained hidden, a silent witness to history. The return of a symbol. But history has a way of resurfacing truth. In 2022, more than 60 years after his death, Lumumba's tooth was officially returned to the Democratic Republic of Congo by Belgium. It was all that remained of a man they tried to erase. The return of the tooth became a powerful moment of remembrance and justice, symbolizing acknowledgement of past atrocities. Legacy. But some voices cannot be silenced. Lumumba's legacy lives on as a symbol of resistance, unity, and African independence. He was only 35 years old. Yet his courage continues to inspire generations. This was not just the story of a man. It was the story of a voice they tried to silence, but never could.